New this morning, the Department of War confirming the identity of those two active duty soldiers who were killed over the weekend in Operation Inherent Resolve. 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan and 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez.
Meanwhile, the U.S. retaliating with the 9th straight night of strikes on Iranian military sites.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst is live in Tel Aviv with the latest. Good morning, Trey.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. A 9th consecutive night of U.S. strikes hit Iran overnight. According to CENTCOM, military command centers, surveillance sites, maritime capabilities, surveillance systems, and drone and missile launch positions were hit. The strikes do come after 3 U.S. service members were killed by an Iranian ballistic missile attack in Jordan on Friday. The U.S. military still working to identify the 3rd soldier. A 4th soldier was killed in northern Iraq during a controlled detonation of an unexploded Iranian drone. President Trump reacted to the deaths of these soldiers on Sunday.
We feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran has been very, very badly damaged. They've lost everything almost militarily. We control the strait. They don't control anything. So we'll see what happens.
President Trump told Fox News last week that if Iran doesn't reach a deal, strikes will escalate this week to hit power plants and bridges. Iranian officials, including some of the negotiators, remain defiant.
You can neither threaten us nor bribe us. In the negotiations before the 12-day war, they had come to bribe. Not to bribe me, to bribe the Islamic Republic, saying we will do this and that. We will build this and that.
The Iranians are saying publicly the memorandum of understanding is suspended. Regional countries are reportedly pushing for another agreement, as Secretary of State Marco Rubio indicated the diplomatic path forward remains open.
I think we're always open to diplomacy. It has to be real. It has to be a deal that they're willing to live by. Look, Iran a week ago was supposed to put out a statement saying that the Straits of Hormuz would be open, that they would no longer attack shipping. And instead of doing that, they attacked 3 ships. I think that was last Friday or Saturday. So, I mean, their behavior has to change in order for ours to change.
Here in Israel, the military remains on high alert. Just yesterday, Israeli air defense systems worked to shoot down debris from Iranian missiles that were fired at the southern Jordanian city of Aqaba. Guys?
So, Trey, it doesn't seem like the strait is ours yet. I think the number was 4 ships got through there yesterday or over the weekend. I'm just wondering, militarily, is there a chance that we're getting closer to controlling it by kinetic action against the forces that are keeping Iran in control of that strait?
Militarily, it's relatively far off, but the economic warfare that is unfolding is quite significant. The U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports is back in place, and the Iranian economy is once again suffering, losing hundreds of millions of dollars each day. We know the inflation is rapidly rising inside of Iran. The Iranian rial is almost 2 million to $1 US, one of the highest levels that it's ever been as a result of the economic conditions that the Iranians are currently facing. On the ground inside of Iran, domestic pressure is growing on the regime. There are power cuts and reports that people are being told to turn off air conditioning units. Remember, even when there isn't a state of war inside of Iran, the Iranians have trouble getting water to their own people. And so each and every day that this U.S. naval blockade remains in effect, it puts new pressure on the Iranian regime.
So, Trey, real quick question to follow up on Brian's point. I saw, to Brian's point, it was being discussed yesterday about the 4 ships going by. Chris Wright was doing the Sunday circuit yesterday, and he said that the public reporting on the ships is not accurate because they're going through 2 different trade routes. What do you know about that, though?
They're going through 2 different routes, and this is actually quite important because there's a northern route and a southern route. That northern route is still controlled by the Iranian regime, and they're not currently tolling it, but they are controlling it in effect. And so when 20 vessels go through, on average over the past several days, half of those vessels are actually going through the Iranian side. And remember, these shipping lanes are just about 2 miles wide in each direction. It's a very narrow waterway and a critical piece for international shipping. And that is why not only the U.S. naval blockade is back in effect to put pressure on the Iranian regime, but also you have the U.S. Navy there close to Oman, and they are actually turning vessels around if they violate the blockade. As for the possibility of getting more vessels out of the Persian Gulf. This remains a focus for the Trump administration, and it's critical to look at the international shipping data when it comes to vessels passing through this critical waterway. Anywhere from 10 to 20% of what is actually supposed to be passing through is actually making its way through the Strait of Hormuz. And so this battle for the Strait will continue. There are regional reports that indicate a 10-day ceasefire is being discussed to try to get things back on track on the diplomatic front. But the bottom line here is the Trump administration is increasing both economic and military pressure against the Iranian regime. And the Iranians now have two choices. They can either suffer these military defeats when it comes to all of these coastal areas, including that critical city of Bandar Abbas next to the Strait of Hormuz, or they can ultimately make an agreement. And so these days are going to be very tense. And again, both the U.S. and Israeli militaries remain on alert should things escalate in the Middle East.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of moving parts. Trey, thanks so much.
Trey.
Thank you, Trey.
What they told us over the weekend, too, is they look out. The Houthis are going to be told by the Iranians to shut off the Red Sea. They're reluctant to do that because they took so much damage a year ago, and they don't really respond like Hezbollah and Hamas. They have a little bit more autonomy.
So you don't think they are preparing, though, just in case?
There are some there's some operations that shows they're preparing, but here we are. It's Monday, and nothing's happened. And when does this start? February? We keep hearing they're about to jump in.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.